Channel 8 News at 6.
Coming up tonight, close call. The Senate has voted in Todd Blanche as Attorney General by 1 vote. Why the senator with the deciding vote chose to support Blanche. Plus, new park path. Crews are working on a new and improved bike trail at Van Dorn Park. What progress they have made despite the recent weather. And Husker hype. Husker fans had the opportunity to connect with some of their favorite players ahead of the upcoming season. What the day had in store for those devoted fans. And that is exactly where we begin tonight. Hundreds of fans packing into the Hawks Championship Center today as Husker football officially starts. Take a look at your screen here. The Big Red hosting Husker Fan Day. Families of all ages getting the chance to meet their favorite players, get some autographs, try on the gear, and take part in some fun activities. Good evening, and thank you for joining us this Saturday. I'm Emma Norwood. Mackenzie Johnson has the night off. The feeling of Husker football is officially in the air as fans spend some time with the players before they take the field in just a few weeks. Channel 8 sports anchor Nick Erickson joins us after talking with some of those fans today. Nick, I know the Huskers don't play for another month, but what are some of the fans saying so far?
Yeah, Emma, everyone was super antsy for the season to get going, and I know I am as well. A lot of great sights today at the Hawks Championship Center this morning. Fans showing up hours before the doors even opened to secure their spot in line, and even despite the rain, that is. The event held autograph opportunities, photo ops, and the ability for fans to connect with their favorite players.
Just coming down here with us, and then my grandma and my dad. It's just like a yearly thing for us. We enjoy doing it all the time.
Yep, I like coming down with my family and asking the players questions.
Is there a question that you're going to ask somebody today?
How much do they bench? Yeah, we need our players to be jacked.
Yeah, a lot of great moments from this fan day. Really cool of the Huskers to be able to give back to all who support the Big Red. We've got more coverage of the event coming up in just a few minutes in the Sports Zone, but for now, Emma, we will send things back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Nick. Looking forward to it. Let's get a look at your first forecast for this Saturday evening. One of our Channel 8 team members sending this video into our Now Local News app this afternoon. You can see and hear that rain coming down on the windshield earlier. This is just off of Nebraska Parkway. And let's take a live look through our tower camera. Looking pretty gloomy out there still, not much sun. Let's turn things over to meteorologist Dominic Ferraro to see if there's any more rain headed our way. Dom?
Hey, good evening, Emma. Yeah, we're monitoring another round then of showers and storms that are trying to get going here in eastern Nebraska. And this will be kind of the case that we see then for at least the next couple of hours as these storms get going. Then the outflow from these will try and kick up a few more storms, and we'll kind of just monitor this for the rest of the evening as we take then a closer look. One storm here just north of the capital city with a little bit of rain in there, maybe some smaller hail, gusty winds, and a couple bolts of lightning. That's kind of the main storm we have our eye on here at the moment. A few more then as you head up towards the Iowa-Nebraska border, but that's kind of the greatest impact then to any of our evening plans here in the capital city as we take another quick look outside over your Barry Law camera. It says it's sunny outside. I'm not sure I entirely buy it, though we definitely also have a little bit of a haze out there too. And if you noticed that earlier this morning, kind of had that milky white look to the sky even when we had plenty of sunshine out there. So that's where we'll be the next couple of days as well. Upper 70s for those temperatures, though it feels like the lower 80s. Stormcast does have these lingering around for just a little bit longer, though albeit they've not handled some of the smaller storms we've seen out there this afternoon very well. But we'll have an eye on the radar then going forward. We could see another round then pop up as we head through the overnight hours tonight, and mainly a threat for portions of Iowa, but we'll keep an eye then on the far eastern Nebraska there as well. Sunshine then for the start of your day on Sundays. We'll see a few more passing clouds move on through there by dinner time with yet another round of showers and storms possible across the state tomorrow. We are still under a marginal of a 1 out of 5 risk here for severe weather the rest of the way. We could see an isolated severe storm or two, so we'll have our eye on that. More details on a couple more chances for storms and what your temperatures are looking like heading into next week coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Dom. And despite the rain we're getting today, Eagle Raceway announcing they are planning to race tonight. They say they've only received a short-lived small amount of rain, and they're excited to see all of those racing fans tonight. They'll be posting updates online if anything changes. New developments, the U.S. Senate votes to confirm the new Attorney General. Todd Blanche has gone from acting Attorney General to Attorney General. The Senate confirming President Trump's former personal attorney by a vote of 50 to 49 earlier this morning. Two GOP lawmakers opposing his nomination. ABC's Stephen Portnoy explains.
On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 49. The nomination is confirmed.
By the narrowest of margins, the U.S. Senate voting to confirm Todd Blanche as the next Attorney General of the United States. The gavel coming down at 4:31 this morning. The deciding vote from outgoing Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, who announced at the last minute he would support Blanche. Cassidy framing it as a choice between Blanche and someone potentially worse.
Mr. Blanche is not perfect, and he will tell you this. But the choice is not between perfection and Mr. Blanche. It is between Mr. Blanche and another acting Attorney General who may not run the department effectively under President Trump and who indeed may not be as good as Mr. Blanche.
Cassidy, who's leaving office in January after losing to a Republican primary challenger, has clashed with President Trump several times in recent months. It was a critical vote for Blanche, who had already lost the support of two Republican senators, Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski, who joined Democrats to vote against him. The opposition in part because of Blanche's involvement in granting a tax immunity deal to President Trump, blocking the IRS from conducting audits into the past returns of the president, his family, or the Trump Organization. Blanche, who served as President Trump's personal attorney prior to joining the Justice Department, also helped create a so-called anti-weaponization fund, which he now claims has been scrapped, but would have used nearly $2 billion of taxpayer money to pay out those who say they were unfairly targeted by prosecutors, possibly including January 6th rioters. Following his Senate confirmation, Blanche writing on X, "I am deeply honored by the trust and confidence President Trump has placed in me to lead the Department of Justice." President Trump has called his former personal attorney a great person who is great at what he does. Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
Well, developing now, Van Dorn Park is getting a trail makeover. Despite the rain causing some delays, the group Trails Have Our Respect is working to construct a new and improved bike trail right here in Lincoln. They're taking extra precautions around the trees in the park while creating more slopes and wider tread for bikers.
But we've been able, over the past 4 days, to build 9 corners, 11 rollers, and almost 700 feet of trail. To protect the trees within the corridor, we decided to raise the tread surface anywhere from 4 to 36 inches in some of the corners, and that has resulted in almost 400 trips in the skid steer.
The Nebraska Off-Road Series race will be taking place at Van Dorn Park Trail on August 18th. The group says they are expecting to have the work done within the next week or so. Well, also developing now, the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office is investigating a fatal crash. The Sheriff's Office says the driver of a Jeep Wrangler was traveling west on West A Street from Southwest 84th Street when they lost control and rolled the vehicle. It happened just last night around 11 p.m. The driver, 35-year-old Gavin Crowell from Lincoln, was partially ejected. He was pronounced dead when deputies arrived on the scene. Crowell's family has been notified. The Sheriff's Office says the investigation is ongoing. We'll be keeping you updated as we learn more. And stick with us, we have plenty more for you after the break, including top training. LPD is honoring an officer with an Exceptional Leadership Award. What the chief instructor is saying about the acclaimed officer. New tonight, the York County Sheriff's Office is thanking the community for their help getting a reckless driver off the road. The Sheriff's Office says they received 3 separate phone calls about a driver who was veering all over the roadway and even driving into a ditch. A sergeant with the York County Sheriff's Office pulling the vehicle over after spotting the driver striking an interstate milepost on I-80. The Sheriff's Office says they noticed several indicators of impairment and arrested the driver. After further evaluation, they say the driver admitted to abusing prescription medication. York County Sheriff's Office is warning drivers that prescription medications can impair your ability to drive and is thanking the individuals who called it in, saying they saved many lives. Well, right now, Lincoln Police are honoring an officer with a leadership award. Training officer P.J. Linsing is being awarded with the Hans Marrero Exceptional Leadership Award. He received the award during the Axon Master Instructor School for Tasers this summer. The chief instructor saying this recognition not only reflects P.J.'s exceptional contributions, but also speaks to the strong culture of leadership and excellence fostered within their agency. And also right now, the Nebraska Cattlemen Disaster Relief Fund announcing that September 1st will be the last day they will accept donations and relief applications. Once the fund is closed, applications will be reviewed by a committee and distributed. 100% of donations are being given to those who lost property or had property damage from the wildfires reported through Nebraska Emergency Management Association.
And isolated storms remain possible for the rest of the evening with a chance for severe weather and for some portion of the state over the next several days. We'll have more details in your full forecast coming up next.
New tonight, the community is coming together for a walk to end hunger. Catholic Social Services hosting the event at Pius X High School. Every lap around the track earns money for the CSS Lincoln Food Market with a goal of nourishing the Lincoln community. The group setting a goal of 150,000 pounds of food or dollars donated. The event started with Pius X High School band leading the first lap. It also featured fun activities for the family like face painting, raffles, and tons of food trucks.
Now, your Storm Alert Team Forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
And we've been dodging showers and thunderstorms in eastern Nebraska for the better part of the afternoon and into your Saturday evening. And we're not done yet. We could see a few more of these trying to hang on for just a bit longer into your Saturday night plans as well then as we head into the overnight hours. In the next several days after that, we're kind of entering a little bit of an active weather pattern. Now, tomorrow will be fairly quiet for most of us, but heading into the early portions of next week and especially then into the later portions of the week, we'll see a few more chances for showers and storms, which is good news for those who could take some more rain, but will keep us busy then in terms of talking maybe a little bit of severe weather potential. And we'll also see a bit of a warmer stretch here as we round out the weekend into the start of next week. And with that will come a little bit of humidity as well. As we take a quick look outside here on your Showens roofing camera at South 6th and Perkins Street in Beatrice. Kind of a cool little view here. Little bit of a sunset trying to get going, get some oranges sneaking in there, but also a fair amount of cloud cover. Look at the temperature difference across the state right now. Low 70s where we've been dealing with showers and storms for most of the afternoon, to then 106 degrees in far southwestern Nebraska there from McCook. So that's quite the difference there. As we take a closer look, though, into southeastern Nebraska, things a little closer together. 79 in Lincoln, 83 in Beatrice, 84 in Hebron, the mid-80s as well out towards the Tri-Cities. So at least that's a little bit closer together, but we are starting to see those southerly winds pick up, especially there for areas towards Hebron, Hastings, and then out towards the west, out of the south and east there between 15 to 25 miles per hour. We're calm, though, here in Lincoln, an easterly breeze about 10 miles per hour for us, but we are keeping track then of showers and thunderstorms just north there of the interstate, and these are going to continue then to drift to the south and east. As we take a step back, it's mainly here in eastern Nebraska that we've been monitoring these storms, except we now have a rogue storm that are popping up, though, in the portions of the Panhandle. So it's been this main complex right here that's just tried to hang around for most of the afternoon. As we take a look at Stormcast, it does continue to push then to the south and east, but we may see a few more showers and thunderstorms try and pop up here very late tonight into early Sunday morning. And then ultimately, though, these will be out of our hair pretty quickly. Mostly clear skies here for the start of your day, and that will continue then into sunny skies for the afternoon in eastern Nebraska. You get a little more cloudy then as you head out towards the west, but we'll see another round try and pop up for portions of the Panhandle, very much like it's doing right now as we head towards your Sunday night. And then into the early morning hours here on Monday. A couple of these then may even give a few sprinkles to folks in south central and southeastern Nebraska as we start the work week off. Now, in terms of severe weather potential, we do still then have that marginal level 1 out of 5 risk in place here for eastern Nebraska. We could see any storm that can sustain itself for long enough, large hail, damaging winds, kind of the main concerns there. Now, as we take a look then furthermore to the north and east tomorrow for your Sunday, a couple counties there in far northeastern Nebraska under that marginal risk as well. Damaging winds, kind of the main concern with those storms. And then we turn to Monday where that risk then comes back down to the south right along Interstate 80 for us here in the capital city, Grand Island, and those north of that where once again we could be monitoring the potential for a few stronger winds with some of those afternoon and evening storms. Temperatures tonight then down into the mid to upper 60s to lower 70s, and highs tomorrow very much looking like summertime into the low 90s, to then once again a couple spots along the Kansas-Nebraska line could be close then to the triple digits. And we'll stay on the 90s for just a bit longer. A couple more chances for showers and storms as we head towards the middle of the week. And things really cool down the mid 80s to the 70s then to round out the work week there Thursday, Friday, looking like it'll be a pretty good chance for showers and storms. But I'd like to see then kind of what happens over the next couple of days, and we'll keep you up to date on those rain chances coming up later in the week.
All right, thanks so much, Tom. Appreciate it. Well, right now, a local restaurant is fighting to get back on their feet. The staff at Soulful Cocina are thanking Chef AC for being committed to keeping their doors open during this time. We first brought you this story a little bit earlier this week when they announced that their main chef, Chef Chubb, suffered a minor stroke while working at the restaurant and has been out of the kitchen, recovering at home. Staff is thanking their customers for supporting them through donations and prayers, saying every meal purchased means more than you know. And also right now, it is the final day of the Lancaster County Super Fair. Plenty of activities taking place today, including a mullet contest, corgi races, and the Great American Rib Fest. An extreme bull riding contest is set to kick off here at 7, as well as live music and an open livestock show. Organizers are asking everyone to come spend one last day making memories at the biggest county fair. And don't go anywhere. Coming up in sports, we're hearing from head coach Matt Rule at the Husker Fan Day today. Plus, one former player is inducted into the Hall of Fame. Find out who after the break.
Sleep. Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, powered by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, good evening, everybody. I hope everyone's had a nice and relaxing Saturday. I'm Nick Erickson. We talked about it just moments ago. Huskers Fans Day was today, taking place this afternoon at the Hawks Championship Center. As we take a look here at some more of what went on at the beloved event, so many items were able to get signed, from footballs to posters to even corncob hats. It was safe to say that everyone had fun. And just right before, Matt Rule was also able to speak with media about fall camp and about Fan Day.
I tell the players all the time, to whom much is given, much is required. And so, they have an amazing facility. They get to play in front of, 90,000 people. You have to give back. And whether that's going to schools or going to the food bank here, or that's, whatever, like those things are important. This is something I want our guys to embrace and attack and be great with and have great interactions.
Truer words have never been spoken from Coach. It was awesome for the players to be able to embrace the event and have interactions with all of you. Former Nebraska running back Roger Craig was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame today. Roger joined Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, and Adam Vinatieri in the 2026 class. Craig played with the Big Red under legendary coach Tom Osborne from 1979 to 1982. And during his time at Nebraska, he was named to the 1981 All-Big 8 team. Following his career for the Huskers, Craig went on to play in the NFL, being drafted in the second round of the 1983 draft to San Francisco. He would be named to 4 Pro Bowls and won 3 Super Bowls with San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Minnesota. And during the ceremony today, Craig revealed that he has been diagnosed with vascular dementia. He said, quote, "My doctors believe it may be related at least in part to the concussions I've experienced during my career." Well, despite the somber news, Craig didn't let it ruin the celebration and accomplishment as he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Roger, and our hearts are with you today. Well, taking a complete 180 from football, it was announced earlier this morning that a Husker diver is at the finals in 2026 U.S. National Championships. Abby Baxter, a senior diver for the Big Red, has wowed viewers from across the country. She was an honorable mention All-American this year, being an NCAA qualifier in the 1 meter and 3 meter. If you want to cheer her on tonight, you can catch her on ESPN+. And let's take a look at our professional baseball update as we take a gander at our scoreboard here. The Royals at home in Kansas City tonight. They face a tough opponent in Chicago as Bobby Witt takes on the Cubs and MVP candidate Pete Crow Armstrong. Seth Lugo on the bump tonight for the Royals, and Chicago's new Clay Holmes makes his Cubs debut tonight. The game started just moments ago, so stay tuned with updates. And the Salt Dogs in Lincoln tonight as they face the Winnipeg Goldeyes in Game 2 of the series. The Salt Dogs coming off of a loss yesterday, but won the previous series, so hopefully they can get back on track. The game just got underway. Emma, that's all the time we have here in the Sports Zone. We will go ahead and toss things back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Nick. Awesome stuff. Dom, break it down for us.
Yeah, if you're heading out for any Saturday night plans, keep an eye on the radar. A few spot showers, maybe 1 to 2 severe storms can't be ruled out the rest of the way. We are still under that marginal level 1 out of 5 risk here in eastern Nebraska. Now, as we head through the next couple of days, temperatures on the warmer side tomorrow. The low 90s return with mostly sunny skies, but chances for showers and storms then back into the forecast as we head through the next couple of days there after. But as we get towards the end of the week, things will cool down, but those storm chances will continue. So keep it tuned here. We'll have the latest updates in that forecast as we head through the rest of the week.
All right, sounds good. Thanks so much, Dom, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us, because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at Warhorse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.